Good morning, folks. Welcome back. I think today we're finally going to play with maybe a paracology warp gate for the host. So we're going to see what we can come up with that and then put it in an environment. Should be fun. Alrighty. I don't have a strong design language for the host buildings. Truthfully, that's kind of the point to them is they don't have that. But that said, let's see what we can get. Let's start with this cube. Let's just use it. GX off to the side. We're going to move it. How far? -5. Okay, and then we're going to Alt-X and mirror it. Yeah. And we're going to turn on. Okay. Now, E2. Okay. Cool. And let's just do a rotate on Y. We gotta go face first. There we go. To like -45. And then E. Okay, and then another. Here. Again, -45. And E. And that creates us a fun little base structure. Let's apply all. Make sure you have no duplicates. There we go. Get rid of some. So this is our starting form for our warp gate. We need to play with it some more clearly. It needs to be much cooler than this. Let's bring a person in too, just so we have it. There he is. So that's a decent size. Not huge, but decent sized. I like it. Okay. Now, Control R, add an edge loop. Yep. Now let's bevel it out to like there. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Mirror it again. So those top ones don't get it, but that's fine actually. And take off the bottom ones too. Inset. Yeah. Alt-E along normals. Ooh, out's kind of cool. Let's go out. I was going to go in, but let's go out. I like that. Nice. And then here. And hello. Can I do these together? Doesn't really want to. Subdivide. Cool. That worked. There. Morning, Patrick. And let's see if this will work. There. Yep, that did work. Cool. So we know we do the same thing up here. This one I do want to connect. Cool. Okay. And there. And then knife tool. Oh, I guess I need to do this one too. Subdivide. Cool. I probably need to mirror it the other. Yeah, I do. And Y. There we go. It's got them all. Cool. There we go. Good deal. Yeah. And Control B, bevel it to like there. Good deal. And let's just turn off these. And inset. No, actually, let's not insert this one. Let's just extrude in. Okay, we got rid of that front top thing up there too. Cool. There we go. Now we got a couple of weirdnesses here, huh? All right. Let's apply this one and see what it's doing. That's a little strange. Okay. Yeah, we had some strangeness here. And X edges, or X vertices, yeah. And let's see. Oh, I see what's going on. Merge at last. Cool. Merge at last. That'll line up better. And SY0. Right, guess like multiple. And 2, 3D cursor, SY0. No. SX0. There we go. That lines that back up again. Okay. Bridge edge loops. Okay, so that fixed that. Now we should be able to mirror it again. And get it all right. Oh, draw terrain's cool. I highly like it. I don't use it for a final thing like he does, but it works so well with auto terrain. It's such a good combo. Bevel that into a slight curve, yeah. And bevel that also into a curve, yes. Alrighty. Now, we can tech this out if we want to, or leave it kind of empty. I haven't decided which would be better yet, or even kind of magical. I feel like I kind of want them to have, as much as anything, like a diesel punk kind of tech. So maybe teching it out would be appropriate a little bit. Let's come back to here. Yeah. I'm just going to AM distance. Okay, there's no... Oh, I see. I know what's going on. There we go. Just want that. Right. Okay. And then let's settings. Dynamic scale. We're going to use random flow. Haven't used that in a while. Random tubes. Amount 10. Cuts. Let's say 4. Amount 50. And we definitely want them to be thicker. With a margin to there. Let's try 200. Yes. Oh, that's much better. And I'm good on those offsets, I think. Actually, that feels just pretty good in general. Not sure about this up here. Might be a little too close. Let's cut our width down. See if we can. Not really. Okay, so we probably want to undo this. Or just delete this rather. Come back to here and see. Let's remove those. Okay, and remove those at the top too. We'll do those again by manually, I think. There we go. Tubes, 200, sure. Seed. Great. Width in like that. Margin, yes there is. Cool. Yeah, I like that. That's fine. Now let's just come here and bring that back. Let's see if we can't do these tubes amount 5, cuts 0. That looks okay. Maybe even 4. Let's just try our seed. I kind of like that last one. Yeah, let's do that. And then just join it to this one. And we do the same thing up the top too. I like these tight ones here actually, though. That's cool. Tubes. I kind of like that. Let's do it. Yeah, it feels acceptable. Kind of feel like almost runic a little bit, which is what we want. So that's cool. We're going to do that. And then come back to this thing and all the way. No, let's just grab it to here. And And we can grab these two, I suppose. Alrighty. I tend to prefer using plate insets if we can. Subdivision 1, 2, 3. That feels interesting to me. Maybe we can take our amount a little bit more out. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Problem is, I think we may have subdivided this whole thing a bunch. We did. But that's okay. It's still not that many. Let's save our thing too. $25.02.06.1 live stream warp gate. I'll just make sure we call which one it is. Host warp gate. Okay. Cool. Now I want to give it some big, to quote Eddie Izzard, fuck off tubes on it now. And what we're going to do is clean mesh. There we go. That's better. We don't need those subdivs everywhere anymore. And can I separate that? Yes, I can. Cool. And then 2. Oh, come here. Yep. There we go. Oh, it's because it's defaulting on the other side. That's why. All right. 1. Select these here. Q circle. Seems good. 3. E. Bevel them. Actually, that's not even. 1. Control minus. X, delete that. 3. Shift G. Polygon size. Yep. Control bevel. There we go. Nice. We like that. That's cool up there. Let's just Q sharpen it. Yeah. That feels fun. Might even be good enough for what we need. Let's come in now. Back to the sucker. Just so I'll tab it. And if I apply it all, I should be able to get a center line, right? Two. I want a center line all the way down this thing. I feel like it's working. Easier on the outside. Yeah, I think that will be. Okay, shift hide. All right, we can have it warping through. That'll be fine. Shift D, P section. Now C. Get rid of those. Let's see. 1. Am I on the, which one am I on? Yeah, we went on this one. There we go. Oh, I added the wrong one. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. I don't. Well, let's see. No, it does matter. I screwed up. Undo. Okay, there, they're all back now. This is the one we want, right? This thing, yeah, hide it. This is the one we want, right? Now, AM distance, good. 1. C. X. Edges. Okay, now the best way to deal with this, Alt-X, mirror it, cool, apply it, tab 1, and join, or which is a Control E, bridge edge loops, fuck it. Oh, come on. Fill. That should just work for what we need. Fill. Come back in. Okay, so we got a solid again. And looks good. It's jumping too far though. Can we inset it? Or so I really want the inner one. Is there a better way to get to the inner one? After I added all that noise, it becomes a pain. But otherwise, it's going to jump through everything, and we don't really want that. Yeah, that's not going to work for us. Jumped ahead too much. It's made my life hell. Story of my life, right? Can we select just that edge? Or just this edge? I think we can get just that edge. That should be okay. Shift D, P, section, tab. Grab that one. Right. Alt X, mirror it. Right. File tab 1. X vertices. 1. Fillet. A. F. That's better. Okay, and then let's see, shift, we want to move it. How wide is this thing? Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's just do it by eye. GY. This is me trying to be overly correct again. 3 GY. That should take us right to the center, right? Or close enough for the government work, as it were. Solidify. We want to make sure from a offset of 0, so it goes both directions, and 0.33. There we go. So that would be what we're going to end up being is the gate part. Let's see if that works. Now, first off, I want to take this thing and we want to remesh it. Do we? Yeah, we do. Let's quad remesh it to 200. It's fine. Gets a little wonky at the top, but it's not a big deal. We're going to delete this. No, we're going to delete this. This we're going to move to gate, just so we have it out of the way. Okay, and now we look at it. It's not too bad. We could have done more than 200. Maybe we should do more than 200. Yeah, let's delete this. And let's make it 500. $1,000. Now let's make it, do we want it mirrored? We can mirror it on X for right now. All right, cool. That works for me. Now we can get rid of this sucker. Take this thing here. And I want to give it a little bit of curvature for reasons that will become clear later. And I think the easiest way to do that is with quick displacement from random flow. And cuts 1. Great. Cool. All right, let's save. Now we want, what do we want? I think we want to weight paint it. And so we'll go to tissue. And we could do distance. One. Let's see. How do I want to do this? We could just paint it ourselves too. Curvature. Curvature would be fun. Let's do that. I actually dig on that. It's going to jump more from the top though. Let's undo it. Let's do curvature and invert it. Yes. And angle of 2. Yeah. And blur iterations. Nice. Angle of 1. Yeah. I think I like that. That should be good. Now, object mode. We've got a cursor value. We're just going to call it group because I'm lazy. And if we come down, add a modifier, and geometry nodes, differential growth. We do not want it to have a vertical growth at all. We want it to have a positive or negative y. It doesn't matter. Let's make that -2. And group. And let's see what that gives us. kind of fun. I think we're going to like something like this. I think we're going to set our voxel size. Let's try 0.1 at first and see what that looks like. Oh, that's so cool. That's going to be fun. So 0.1, we're going to set it to 0.1 for the first 50, I think. And then at 70, we're going to set it to 0.05. And then I think at here, we're going to set our growth direction to -2. And also at 50 to -2. And then at 70, we're going to set it to 0. So let's see, it should spurt out and then slow down and stop going quite so far that direction. Let's see. Jumping! Yes. I think we even want it more than that. Speed of 10. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That might be too far. I have a tendency to go nuts. Let's try 8. With a noise interval of 15. We'll make it a little less noisy too. That'll slow it down. Oh, more straights. Yes. I like it. He's coming through. Cool. Maybe we want it to have both the original thing too. So let's just duplicate this and turn off the growth on it, and then come back to this one, turn that back on. Cool. Yeah. And see, it is kind of coming into our gate, which we knew it would because we've gone inside of it, but I think that's okay. I think that is fun. Nice. All right, so let's look at materials. This is not corruption, so we're not going to use our meat thing on it, although we'll probably throw some of that around otherwise. But I think a nice ugly red would go well with this. I'm just going to apply this. I like it. I think it's fine. And let's see. Abstract, ghost, add material. And yep, that looks good. And 1 second. And color of red. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. The underlying one. Add material. Create duplicate. Sure. Now let's make it like a dark purple. There we go. That feels fun. Strength of less too, like 5. Oh yeah. Very cool. And save. And I think I'm liking that. We want this to be kind of an ugly metal. The first option, obviously, is distressed hull. Let's take a look at it and see if we like it. And these pipes, I'm just going to apply them all. All right, first we're going to convert them to, right. All right, object, convert to mesh. Cool. And now, dirty yellow, sure. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah. That does look pretty sweet. Okay, pull this off out of the way. And let's see what else we want to do to it. Come up here to this sucker. Back. And 3. Shift G. Polygon sides. Yep. Grab those. And, how do I do it? Yeah. I think we're going to plus assign and actually P section, separate them out. Okay, and we can hide them. I just want to see what it looks like underneath it. Okay, God damn it. I want all of them. It's not that hard. An edge loop, an edge loop, an edge loop. Okay, fill, 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 fill. Inset slightly. Great. Assign to this, and we're going to make it some kind of a light color. Let's go with yellow. Okay. And we can turn this back on. Add a modifier, wireframe, or not, sorry, wireframe, solidify. In, sure, 0.025. Apply all, and give it a frosty glass. And now we have lights coming up out of that. And we need to mirror it, don't we? Yes, we need to mirror this thing. And then apply all. Tab A, U, unwrap, Smart UV project. Now they're different. necessarily. Cool. Okay. So that is working for me. Now, we want to create a space for this to be happening in. So let's do a new circle. G 0, S50. There we go. Maybe bigger than that. Yeah, sure. We could even go bigger than that, I suppose, but let's call it that. That'd be fine. Okay. And let's quad remesh it 250. Pretty standard for our ground. Delete it. Circle M, new collection to ground. Okay, and tab 2 O GZ. Like that. Okay. Then it doesn't have to be even. In fact, we probably don't want it to be even, so let's just modify it a little bit. I want to keep it kind of just crater-like. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. And that should be fine. Alrighty. Cool. Good deal. I think we like it. Apply all and GZ up to here. I guess we'll need to give it a stand maybe. That would make sense. Cool, something like that. There we go. And I think we'll make it fun and rotation scale. Now let's erode it. That's even fine. Just apply. So it's on some kind of like an old rock thing there. It's pushing out this way. Now, it's gonna make sense for this to have the bodies on it, which means we need to separate out any path we want. As a separate mesh. We don't want it to be even, so we're deliberately, although it's probably going to be hard to tell anyway, but there you go. And actually, let's just grab all this around here too, so we can manually do that by hand. Yeah, that's probably good. P section. Cool. Well, we could just leave it as part of the graph right now. Well, undo. Select the whole thing. Shift D before I separate it. Cool. M, new collection. Corruption. Turn off ground. Edit corruption. Right. P section. So that's separate. Okay, and this is corruption. We're going to Q, add modifier, solidify, down that far. Sure. And apply all. F4, import, or append rather. Corruption. Node tree. Host corruption. There are faces. That. Okay. This. Add modifier. Geometry nodes. Host corruption. You're going to think for a minute because it's probably too big. That wasn't too bad. Voxel size is going to be 0.1 though, not 0.05. And object density is going to be 0.02. And then we're going to use objects. Correct. Maybe. Let's see. Almost never. I probably should. I don't know. I should look more into it. I haven't ever found a reason where I was like, oh, I need to use weighted normals. So I kind of get what they're for, but I haven't used them much. And scale of 1. And because this could be, we're already at 20 million polys. Let's go down to voxel size of 0.2. See, this helps us. This might be too big to do. We might have to do it another way. Let's set the end to 5 and play. Oh, I'm probably too high anyway. Stop. Rewind. Yeah. I don't think it matters, but I don't remember. It's been a while. Sorry. Come on. You better stop. I want you to stop. Let's see if it does. There we go. Okay. 5. I don't hate it. Let's apply it. See if we can use it. Can't really tell humans from anything else, but yeah. Let's see. It's not even that many polys. Yes, this one's not too bad. Actually, it might be the gate that's the big one. I don't think you apply that one. That's my understanding. Okay. So this one must be the big one then. No. That one's certainly not. All right, well, whatever. Take this whole thing, GZ, down, oh, ground back on. Like that. Cool. All right. Now this one, we can do a little bit more with because it's smaller. First off, it also needs a solidify modifier. Down. There we go. Apply all. And this one, we're going to do weight painting. And we're going to select curvature. Cool. And that creates a group. And then we're going to do a weight formula. That's going to be our group 0 times normal Z. And that's only going to grab stuff on the top like that. And that's what we want. And we can just delete the first one and call it group. Okay, now come here, add a modifier, differential growth. 0.1. And let's see what that gives us. 1. Not very much yet. Let's look at just it. And end of 25. Let's try that. Cool, so that's gonna work. Where's our person? I just wanna make sure our scale is kind of working. Human Tony. Come to me, Tony. Okay. And great. Now rewind and play. I feel like that's a little much, but it's getting there. Voxel size 0.05. Growth 0.25. Save just in case. And play. It's not bad. I want a little bit more in your face. Stop. Rewind. Scale of 3. Save again. I like that. That feels good to me. Oh yeah, that's walkable, but it feels different than the other ones. Cool. Let's apply it and decimate it. Yeah, 0.25 again. Great. Cool. Liking it. These suckers are a little sharp. Can we Q add modifier smooth? There we go. I'm into that. Yeah. Bring it back up again a little more after we kind of did that. Cool. And apply that smooth. Just get out of my way. Oh, that's feeling good. This awful space here. And I almost want the corruption to be conspicuously missing from our gate. Although we could put it in there too, kind of have it sweeping out and along. That could be neat. Why don't we do that? All right. If we're going to do that, let's do save again. Curve Bezier, tab X, vertices, draw. And we want to draw on surface. Actually, we want to escape first. We want to turn off corruption entirely. Now we're going to draw on surface. And turn off faces just so I can't see it. Get out of my way. Okay. And draw. Like that. And our draw curve, let's make it error of 0.05. Oh, I didn't draw on surface. Surface. Okay. Again, from here to there. Error 0.05. Cool. And then geometry. We want to fill our caps and depth like that much. Cool. And then we're going to edit again. Turn on proportional with random. And there. And random. Cool. And then this one just get Alt S, but keep it small. There. Like that. Cool. Now I'm going to be lazy and mirror it. On this, that way, and that way. Oh wait, can't because the ground doesn't work. Okay, we're just going to have to redraw it then. That's fine. This one, tab, draw. Not, oh, no, that's right. There. And there. And there. Yeah, fine. My error is not as much on any of them, but I'm all right with that. That's fine. Kind of whatever. Tell them like, yeah, whatever. See, turn those on. We want connected only. Alt S, scale that down. Alt S, scale that one down. Put that up. And this one. Alt S, scale that down. Cool. Those are all fine. Actually, let's do these two. Alt S, scale that down. We knew we were going to do this. Now we'll just make this one too. Scale it up. Make it more obvious. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Great. There are tentacles. Convert to mesh. Save. Weight paint. Curvature. Almost none. Angle of 5. 10. That gives us something. Okay. And great. Like formula. I still want more. We can just draw some more now on our own. We don't have to be beholden to the formula all the time. It's there. Again, here where it's bigger, and here where it's bigger. And I think a little bit here would be good, here would be good, here would be good. And that, sure. Great. I'm going to call it group. And we're going to save it. Okay. And we're going to rewind. Add a modifier. Geometry nodes, differential growth. We can go vertical of 0.25. Sure. Scale of 5. Now let's see what we get. Grows out from those places nicely. Whee! That's so nasty. I love it. Yeah. Cool. I like it. Let's apply it. And decimate it. Sure. That's actually really tiny now, which is nice. I'm not going to argue with that. Move it to corruption. Turn on corruption. Okay, yeah, so now that's all going to join together a little bit better. Great. Okay. Now, what do we want to add? We want to add some more stuff to it. Let's do a geonodes. Let's turn off corruption for right now. And over to geoscatter. Add biome. Reload our biome. And let's go for wasteland, something or other. Just want the big or rocky plain. Let's go big wasteland 7. Yes, 3 million things, I know. Let's turn back on corruption because let's see what we're doing. So what do we want to not show up through corruption in any way? Certainly gravel. So let's culling mask it, upward obstruction. Come on, what do you call it? Corruption. There we go. Rocks, I don't mind if they show up through it, I think. Clumps low, I want that to be definitely upward obstruction. Problem is the underneath stuff is going to mess with us. Let's do upward obstruction. And thin upward obstruction. Okay, but clumps low, distribution, instead of 19 instances, let's go with 3. And thin, instead of 109, let's go 10. So clumps low now. Turn that on. There is some, but not much. And thin, again, some, but not much. Rocks we should be quite good with. Yeah, everywhere. Cool. And that's fine. And gravel full is going to be everywhere, but not underneath that, but I'm not going to turn it on. Let's make it a little lower too. Yeah, 46 is fine. We'll just leave it there. Okay. That's not bad. Now, let's keep it playing. Really, there's not much to our scatter that's going to mess with us one way or another, so let's just turn it off. We'll bring it back later, but it doesn't really impact our composition this time so much as just our micro detail. We definitely want to fog today. Distorted smoke could actually be cool. Let's try that one this time. We still need to give materials to things too, but yeah, that'll work. Okay. Let's give some materials to things now. I think these are going to have possibly lights on them, so we'll use our procedural host with lighting, and that just has the veins have light. These are going to have just our straight regular, and this is going to have just our straight regular, and that's all of them, right? Okay. And our fog, I just want to make sure we scale it correctly. Rotation scale. That's better. Yeah. And we need a sky. Import. This time 47. Let's see. Some cool night sky thing going on here. Let's do 1192 if we can. Yep. And photographer, I know we're going to make it brighter, so let's make it like 7. And let's see. Whew. That is very bright. I think our gate might be a little too bright. Strength of 5. and strength of 2. That is better. Let's see. How are our lights doing up here? Do we see them? I think we need this to be brighter. Power 50. Yeah, now they shine up. Maybe even more. 500. Yeah. And I think this fog might be a touch too thick. Density 0.75. 0.5 feels good. I'm definitely feeling like a Hellgate there. I like it. Cool. Let's keep going. We're getting close though. Come down. Set our camera angles. Start playing with that a little bit. Lens, anamorphic. 35. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Resolution. Wide. Okay, and focus on our gate. Okay, my scale, my clip end needs to be higher. There we go. Oh yeah, yeah, that's working. That's definitely giving us the vibes that we want. Is there something floating here? Yes, let's just get rid of that. Don't want the floater. How many others are there? Let's see. Just a couple. Let's get rid of them. There we go. Now everything's touching the ground. Cool. And we certainly want at least one guy. He's our kind of go-to dude for right now. Should be that businessman type. Let's do that. We also probably want some stairs. Where do we get those from? Let's see. That works. Perfect. Unlike that. Let's go grab our guy. From here. Do I still have it? No. Open. Up. Paracology's people, host people. We might grab her too this time because we're not. Her bigger problem is her texturing. So at this distance, she might be fine. Give us something cool to look at. She's certainly going to be blown up by lights. I wasn't super happy with how she turned out, but I think in this case we'll be all right. Cool. Put her there. And then him. I like him. Forward. Okay. That works. Okay. Take a look. Oh yeah. Both of them will be fine for that. I love this section here. That turned out really nice. I'm not even sure what it is, but I like it. Oh, it's just tab stance, but it looks cool. Always cool when that happens. I think I'm going to come to here. On this big one right there. Since we've got a minute. Curve Bezier. And then draw along it. Like that. With an error rate of 0.02. So very small. Cool. And then fill the caps, give it a depth like that. Cool. This one smaller and smaller. Great. Save. Let's see what that looks like when we see it. Yeah, that'll be good. Object convert to mesh. Add a modifier. Differential growth. And this one we don't want it to have any up, but it's going to have a, what's our direction that way? Negative x of -2. And actually we even have a minus 0.25. And rewind. And scale of 3. And play. Oh, and I have to give it a group still too. This one, tab, I think we might just do 3. Yeah. And group assign. Okay, and here, group, yep. Rewind, play. like it. Just so it extends inward like that. Cool. I'm gonna go to like 2. And play. And it needs more time because it's smaller. Maybe even a little bit more speed of like 8. Yep, that'll work. Apply all. Decimate it. Now it's tiny. We're not even going to decimate it. We're just going to leave it alone. It's small. And we're going to give it a glowing one, I think. Precision host corruption with lighting. I don't know, we'll see it, but let's look and see what it looks like. Yeah, there's a couple little purple spots. That's cool. And it definitely helps fill in that area there. I like it. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to do strongly to it, but it's feeling pretty good right now. We could change the fog to actual like water. Do the water one versus this one. This is just the default one. Just see which one we like the look of better. It doesn't really matter visually, I mean like story-wise to me too much, but let's see which one we like the look of better. Okay, Shift A, search, scatter, great, color, density, it. Over to that one. Let's just see which one we prefer. This is with a more physically accurate water fog, or oh, we actually prefer this one this time for sure. We're going to go with the smoke one versus the actual fog. It's better. And let's take our last couple minutes. I'm going to just do my usual setup, which is I'm going to change my max samples down to 512. I'm going to change my max bounces to 16 because I don't need 32. Volume, we could leave at 32. Let's leave volume at 32. Nah, we don't need to. And high contrast to base contrast because we'll punch that up a little bit in post. And then compositing. Again, I really need to change this to my default. 0.75, 1.1, layout. And our distance we're going to set to 250. And then turn on in camera and see, yep, that looks cool. Nice. Maybe we'll set up one more camera. Cameras. Here we are. Camera 1. Let's set it to a 85mm lens. And come in here. And look across that way. Like that. Focus on, again, there. Let's see what that looks like. Cool. We do want one to the side so you can see that those things are sticking out. So let's do that next, because that's kind of a cool look for this thing. Let's come around to here. Focus on our guy. That's a great third one. I like that. And then we'll do our overview, again, down shot. Just for a scene establisher. Like that. I think we'll cut our fog down for this one, maybe. That looks cool too. We could cut our fog down at the end, just see what it looks like. I like it up this high for the other ones though. So fog 0.5, 0.25. Yeah. Might just leave it like that. Cool. And camera one. Oh. Photographer, camera one here. Great. And we're going to turn back on geoscatter just to see what we got. Nice. Save. Okay, folks, I think we're going to call it, and I will be back again tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed it. I think this turned out pretty cool. I like our warp gate. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.